Well, hello, my beautifuls. Welcome back to another episode of Mind is Matter with Makaija and Direct Sunlight. What we do here is we empower you to be your complete self, do life with confidence, and have unshakable peace. I work with many people. Many. The number one thing that they say is their biggest issue is mindset. If you look around the world today, you notice most people are struggling with mindset, how to think. And it's not just mindset, it's mental health. What's the health of how I think? How healthy do I think? Your body has a stature of health, and so does our minds. So when we come to this space, we're talking about you. So I want to first congratulate you for being here and also invite you, if you feel like you've been on this journey for a little while and you're ready to take another step toward more fulfillment, more confidence, more love for yourself, and the ability to really anchor in good habits so that you can become whatever your definition of success is. You've come to the right place, and I want to invite you into my coaching program called Breakout to Break Free. We have coaching clients in there right now. Some are professionals, some are stay-at-home moms, some are kids, don't have jobs yet. Some are people that look just like you and me who need help becoming what they see as their best version of themselves. And in this course, we have one-on-one sessions. Wow, I have these cups. These are my favorite cups ever, if you're watching the video. And I have them. So cool. It feels like I'm at home. I'll tell you where I'm at in just a moment, because I know you can hear some Spanish music in the back and me chewing. But people from all walks of life are a part of my course and program. The most popular program is the 6-month program. It's less than $200 a month, which is about $6 a day. So if you went to Starbucks and bought a coffee every day for 6 months, it's exactly what it would be. And it's not a lot of money at all. It's actually very little for what you get. And you might be wondering, well, what the hell do I get? Since she's telling me about the program anyway. You get confidence to be yourself. You get clarity on who that self is, and you get abundance in every way possible. The people who started with me just 6 weeks ago have raised their prices. The entrepreneurs that I'm talking about, they've been able to raise their prices on their programs or on their services just within the 6 weeks, because we've broken down some of the walls that they put up that were blocking them from receiving that extra amount. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, babe. Oh, the guacamole. So this was the better idea.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, honey. And one last thing. You guys have those hot salsas, right?
Yes.
May I have the habanero one? And which one is spicier between the white and the yellow?
The white is not spicy.
So then the yellow.
The yellow and the green one.
And the green, yes. Thank you. Just 2 small ones is fine.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Perfect. We'll wait for that siren to go by. So yeah, we do a lot of economical healing, spiritual healing, emotional healing. If you want to do child trauma healing, we can. Forgiveness healing, parental healing, we do all that stuff. But we don't keep healing to keep healing to keep healing. Let's look up the definition of healing or healed, right? Because healing is being in the act of it. Healing is a verb. Healing means the process of making or becoming sound or healthy again. So this indicates 2 things. We're going to talk about healing in this session, in this podcast. So 2 things are very pertinent here. It's the process of making or becoming sound or healthy again. The word again indicates that we were already healthy. You're amazing. Thank you. It indicates that we were already healthy at some point. So keep that in mind. This is nothing new for your body. This is nothing new for your mind. Okay? We had healthy bodies. We had healthy minds when we were born. There were things that took place in our lives that discontinued that health and had it go in the other direction, which is to be unhealthy. So this should relieve you from some of the stressors around just the word healing. People don't even want to hear it too much anymore because it's so overused. And not just that, but it also indicates a massive undertaking. And a lot of the times, do we have the time for another massive undertaking? I'm already living a miserable life. I already can't stand my husband or my wife. I already can't stand these kids. I'm already running around working 2-3 jobs. Can I really take on another? So when people say I'm in my healing era, I'm healing myself, that means they either have more time in a day than you do, right? Than other people. And you might not be one of the folks who I'm talking about here who is thinking that they don't have enough time to take this undertaking on. You might be one of the people like myself and like I'm describing who already has taken those steps and incorporated these things into their life. And that's freaking awesome. But for those of you who feel like it's such a big thing, you got to realize your belief in it being a big thing is making it a big thing. That is life. I just remembered that I have to do something with my health insurance. And my immediate reaction was, oh shit, I forgot I got to do that. But my old self would have said so many negative things to myself. Oh my God, this is so much work. I have so much paperwork to do. I got to call this, call that, blah, 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 all that. But I said, well, it's got to get done. So I'm going to make a phone call. Right? Or I'm going to go online and fill out the form, whatever. I'm going to take the one next step that I can take. I'm going to take that step. But see, when we catastrophize things in our minds, such as when we think about the healing process, it just makes it that much more difficult to heal from. But that's part of your healing that you need to do is healing from the scaredness of healing, right? That itself is a wound. Why do you think it's such a big undertaking? There's something that's been severed there because it's really not that big. So that's the number one thing, is that you will be healthy again, right? The process of making or becoming sound or healthy again, that's healing. The first thing I noticed was the word again, right? But then also the process of making or becoming sound. What is sound? Interesting. Sound. Boo. Hello. Hi. Tap, tap. Sound. There's a quote, and you've all seen it. It says, if you want to know the secret to life or something like that, you must think in terms of what? Energy, frequency, and vibration. What is sound? A sound is an energy, it's a frequency, and sound is vibration. Sound is all of those things. To have a sound mind means to be in frequency and flow with the natural state of life. That's to be sound. That's to have becoming sound or healthy again. Becoming sound is more so for the mind, like to have a sound mind. You don't really say have a sound body, you say have a healthy body, right? So the word sound is pertaining to the mental part of what it is that we're healing. And oftentimes we don't recognize when we're healed. And so we reopen the wound. Sometimes there's people in your life who are from your old not healed era who are trying to be in your healed era, and they have not healed. But because you're so connected to them, you go back into your unhealed era because you didn't recognize how healed you were and how unhealed they were. So you went back into that world. Now we've got some open wounds again. Damn, I'm dealing with this problem again. I thought I was over it. Well, I was over it, and I decided to go back to the old stuff. So we got healing, and then let's look at healed. Healed is to become free from injury or disease, or to return to a state of soundness. There is a difference between healing and healed. I think, watch, the minute I say this, some shit gonna pop off. I am one of the people on this planet who is of a sound mind. I am one of the people of this planet who is of a sound mind. People can call me crazy if they want. I called myself crazy for years. So while that ambulance goes by, I'm going to let you guys know where I'm at. I'm at El Patio, my favorite restaurant in all of Palm Springs. They have 3 restaurants. Amazing, amazing Mexican food. I have beans and rice here in front of me and a little thing of guacamole. Boop. Chips and some salsa. And then they're really spicy salsas. These things are HAWT. So I come here at least once a week. I try to. My meal is about $8. Less than. Usually less. It's like $5.50. Come here for a bite to eat. Take the rest home. I'm a happy camper. That was my own hair. Okay. In my program, we don't just keep healing. We heal what needs to be healed. And once it's healed, we live healed. As more comes up, we heal that. Once it's healed, it's gone. But you go to your doctor, they tell you got cancer, and then they give you a death sentence. You go to a psychologist, they tell you that you have anxiety, and then they give you medication, you never get off of anxiety. I've had anxiety. I had seizures. I had epilepsy. I had depression. Suicidal thoughts. Felt like bipolar. I think it's just because I'm a Pisces, to be honest. I had all that. But I have healed. Meaning I have returned and become free. That's why my program is called What? Break Out to Break Free. Because we become free of injury or disease or return to a state of soundness. Injuries and disease, that's how we think. We think in a fractured, injured way. We think we're not the greatest thing that was ever created. We think other people have specialties, and put it this way, other people have a prioritized place in life because of where they were born, who they were born as, how they were raised. They caught a lucky break, or, I grew up this way, so I can't go to get this. We all have those thoughts. We have been injured as a society. We have been fractured. We have been diseased. They have given us a disease of the mind, which is to think less than who we actually are. And that disease spreads far, fast, hard, but it doesn't stay if there is a catalyst to eradicate it and get it out. Hello. My name again is Makaija. I catalyzed my fears. You ever heard of alchemy before? I've turned my fears into courage. I've turned my scarcity into abundance. I've alchemized my depression into joy. I've changed my hate into love. My clients are doing the same thing now, and they have, the ones who have already completed the course, have done this already. The testimonials are there. People have better relationships. Some people finally got the courage to break up with someone who was not treating them correctly. Someone else had the courage, like I mentioned before, two people, to go and actually raise their prices on their services. Other folks found the confidence to quit jobs and go for what they want the most. And that is to be their own business person, or work with their family, or whatever it might be. I've got other clients who have succeeded in getting jobs that they didn't think that they were qualified for, when the only qualification that you need is yourselves. Yes, college is a thing. Yes, education is a thing. Am I saying that those things don't exist and sometimes they play a role in who gets hired for certain things? Absolutely. But the one who's doing the hiring, okay, is never the person who's interviewing you. It is always yourself. So if myself can get out of depression, anxiety, epilepsy, my brother did something crazy and he's no longer here. If I can get myself out of that, and if I can help other people get out of that for less than $200 a month, what could I do for you? What could this program do for you? Now you might be saying, dude, here's another woman saying that she's going to be able to help me to fix all my problems. I'm not going to fix any problems you have. The first thing I share with my clients when they show up is I say, number one, we do a couple of things, but then I go into this and I let them know, I'm not going to solve anything for you. You are going to answer your own questions. You have every answer within you. There's just so much stuff in your way that you can't see them. You already know what you're passionate about. You already know what you want to do with your life. You just got it covered up. I help to delayer. They call me the brain organizer, and they also call me the angel horn. They also call me the MIM girl, M-I-M, mind is matter girl, MIM girl. I kind of like that. It's kind of cute. But they call me these things for a reason. Like, I didn't give myself these nicknames. These are what my clients have given to me because of how much clearer they are on their lives. You deserve that. I deserve that. I deserved it, so I gave it to myself. I used to not be able to come and sit at a restaurant by myself and eat a meal. That was anxiety, yo. What are people going to look at me, think of me? There's people sitting right there. I don't care if they hear me. I want them to hear me. Because I don't doubt myself anymore. No. Every choice I make is the right choice, people. Adopt that mantra. Every choice I make is the right choice. And this is what I mean by I don't care if people call me crazy. Every decision I make is the right decision. Every single one. So, if you made it to the end of this, congrats. I love you. And I want you to go to mindismatter.podia, Podia.com. You're going to click on either free resources if you want some free downloadable resources, or you're going to click on mentorship if you'd like to see more about what the mentorship program offers, Break Out to Break Free. You're going to see some testimonials. You're going to see what it entails. It is very simple to walk through this 6 months with me, but it is a faith walk, and it's something that you have to put yourself into because it's not about the money. I already know. Look, when people try to tell me it's about the money, it takes a lot for me not to laugh because I know that if it was something you really wanted, you'd go for it. You'd do it. But you're not yet convinced that that's the life you want. And that's okay. I would love to see you succeed. But that's my job, is to allow people to be themselves. I cannot do anything about who someone is. I can be here, support. As many times as somebody had left my program, they always said, man, I'm so sorry I left. I want to come back. Never charged them anymore. Ever. They paid for the first one. They just didn't make it through it until it took about 9 months. It took about 9 months for that to go down, but they made it through. So you're talking with a real human being here who has a great team and doesn't need your money. The money is just so you can actually do the work. There's some people, I've given it to them for free. They didn't finish the class. I don't want to do that anymore. I want results. If you want the same results for your life, like I said, go to mindismatter.podia.com and you're going to see there free resources, the community, and the mentorship. Okay? Go there. I love you. Remember, we don't have to be in a constant state of healing. If I get scratched right here and it heals, what do I look like scratching that shit back off? Like I want to be hurt. Yeah. And some people do. Cool. Live your life. But if I get scratched and it heals, it goes all the way away. It might leave a scar depending on how deep it was. But for the most part, that shit is already healed. The body did what it needed to do. Let's get your mind to heal itself. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video, next podcast. Mind is matter. Makai Jakisi, direct sunlight.